Hi guys and girls, it's Russ from RussHowPTI.com. A lot of people buy home gym equipment, but then they come into my gym and they're asking, what should I do when I'm at home? Is there any good cardio workouts they can do? They're not really sure how to construct a workout for themselves at home. So today's video, I'm going to help you do that, okay? Today's video, we're not going to be using any high-tech equipment or anything like that, because the majority of my friends who buy home gym equipment, it's usually always the general stuff like a pull-up bar or a boxing bag like we've got here, skipping ropes, exercise bike, nothing major. So today's workout is not going to feature any machines or weights at all, okay? First of all, before we start though, grab a notepad, write this down, okay? I'm going to give you a 30 to 40 minute session. We should be able to do it at home a couple of times a week. It's going to really help you with weight loss, toning up, and just your overall strength and conditioning, okay? When we start off, we're going to use standard skipping ropes. Like I say, nothing fancy here, okay? So we're going to start off with some general skipping, 10 minutes skipping as a warm-up. At first, if you're not used to skipping, you might find that quite hard. So if you want to break that up into 5 2-minute rounds, that's still 10 minutes, that still counts, so do it that way if you prefer, okay? After you finish your skipping, we're going to move on to push-ups. Nothing fancy about push-ups, we're not going for a certain amount of reps here. What I want you to do is 4 sets of a minute. Okay, a minute doing push-ups is actually really hard, it's harder than it sounds. Just do as many as you can in that minute, and then have a bit of a rest, and when you go back in and do another minute. We're going to do 4 sets of that in total. Write down how many you're able to do, okay? Because you'll be amazed how fast your strength increases on this type of workout. In a couple of weeks, you'll be looking back and thinking, God, look at that, it's shot up, and that's great for your confidence, I think. Once we've done those 4 sets, you might need a bit of a rest, okay? So if you want to have a minute or two sitting down, that's fine by me. We're then going to move on to 4 sets of 30 seconds, just doing squats or lunges. If you want to use like dumbbells, you can here, it's fine. If you don't have dumbbells, you don't need to use them. It's still going to hurt because you're going to do them for 30 seconds in a row. You're going to feel that even without a weight. I've known a lot of girls that do this type of thing, and they literally improvise around the house. They'll use sort of balls of water, cans of beans, if you want to use anything, feel free. 4 sets of 30 seconds, okay? It's great for the legs, this one. We're then going to grab the skipping ropes again. What we'd like to do now is we're going to do a slightly different workout with this. This is where it's going to pick up a gear for you. Just got the legs warmed up, so what we're going to do now is 6 sets of 30 seconds, what we call speed skipping. So I want you to skip hard and fast, okay? As fast as you can go, 30 seconds. Try and bring your knees up quite high when you do this one, so really go for it. You might need a rest in between these 30-second sets, because they are quite intense. Okay, so once you've done 6 sets, we're then going to move on to the next phase of the workout. It gets quite hard, you can do great things with simple equipment with this. We're then going to go on to, if you have a pull-up bar, this would be a good time to put some pull-ups in. Nothing fancy, 3 sets on the pull-up bar, going to what we call muscle failure. So write down as many pull-ups as you can do until you literally cannot do another one. Write down how many you do, because in a couple of weeks, you'll look back and think, geez, look, my pull-ups have gone sky high. This is great, probably the best strength exercise there is, pull-ups. But they're really hard at first. It's just a good confidence booster when you look back. So we're going to do 3 sets to failure on that. By now you should be really feeling this workout. Once we've done the pull-ups, have a bit of a rest, and then we're going to utilise the boxing bag if you have one. Nothing fancy on the bag. We're going to do a 10-minute workout, but you will want to break this one up like we did with the skipping at the start. Don't do 10 minutes all out, because you'll literally be finished. Break it up into 5 2-minute rounds if you can. At the start, you might even want to do 1-minute rounds. Okay? One of the things about the bag, people think it looks easy. They've done 30 seconds, they think it looks simple, but when you get on there, it's a different world altogether. You'll have a newfound respect for mixed martial arts fighters or boxers who are able to fight for like 3-minute rounds or 5-minute rounds for, like 15 rounds per fight in the boxing. You wonder how the hell they can do it, because this will wipe the floor with you for 10 minutes. Once you've done that, if you want to do 5 minutes just shadow boxing, you don't need any equipment at all. But by now you should literally want to finish the workout. You'll not be moving as fast as you could at the start. What I would recommend at this stage This is what we call a cool-off period. Don't just exit the gym after doing your last exercise, which was really hard, okay? Because I think it's one of the worst mistakes a lot of people make. The cool-off was invented for a reason. So after you've done the shadow boxing, you want to finish your session, just spend 5 minutes either stretching your muscles. If you've got an exercise bike, jump on the bike, put it on a light gear for 5 minutes, just to sort of bring your heart rate down, get you back to normal. Just stopping after something which is really high intensity tends to come back to haunt you. You know, the cool-off is there and it will help you, and it'll decrease any risk of injury and stuff like that as well, so do that. It only takes 5 minutes as well. That entire workout will take approximately 30 minutes to 35 minutes. Depends how long you want to rest in between sets as well. There's no target, there's no deadline, so that's a really solid home workout, a cardio workout, which will increase not only your cardio fitness, not only great for toning up and weight loss, but your strength will really go up as well. Like I say, write down your progress. Try and do that 2 or 3 times a week, and then look back in a month at the push-ups and the pull-ups that you are doing and the squats, and you'll just be amazed at how far you've come in such a short time. And I find that that kind of training, mental training, helps you just as much as the physical stuff. But that's a good workout, and that's with stuff which most people who've looked into working out at home, you probably own most of that equipment already. I've got to get to work in the gym, so I'm going to have to cut this video a bit short, but you can catch me as always on the Facebook page. Just search for Russ Howe PTI and like the page, and you'll get stuff like this from me every single week when I'm not at work. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.